For every action, there is a reaction. That is the way we know how the world works. But in the quest to defy convention, NASA engineer David Burns envisions a revolutionary leap in space travel. The helical engine, outlined in his groundbreaking paper on NASA's technical server, challenges the fundamental rocketry principle. Can the helical engine propel us closer to the stars, unlocking new possibilities for interstellar travel? Let's find out. In our understanding of physics, one of the fundamental tenets is that nothing can exceed the speed of light. This principle has remained steadfast, with no man-made object coming remotely close to the astonishing speed at which light travels. However, the EmDrive, as a hypothetical helical engine, dares to defy this principle by generating forward thrust, without the reliance on traditional fuels, making it close to science fiction. The EmDrive, a conceptual engine with the potential to redefine space travel, is at the heart of a scientific journey that challenges fundamental principles of physics. This groundbreaking concept, developed based on a theory from 2001, has been explored by NASA engineers, backed by the U.S. Department of Defense's research and development arm, DARPA. So how would this thing work? In David Burns' intriguing thought experiment, he envisions a box containing a weight connected by a line, suspended by springs at both ends. If this were placed in a vacuum-like space, the box would wiggle back and forth while the weight appears stationary, akin to a stabilized GIF. The key to generating thrust in this scenario lies in manipulating the mass of the weight. If the weight were to increase in mass in one direction, it would create a more significant push in that particular direction, producing thrust. This idea appears to contradict the principle of the conservation of momentum, where the total momentum of a system should remain constant unless acted upon by external forces. However, there's a clever loophole in the form of special relativity. As objects approach the speed of light, they gain mass according to Einstein's theory. Burns proposes replacing the weight with ions and the box with a loop. By doing so, the ions can theoretically move faster at one end of the loop and slower at the other, because their mass increases as they approach the speed of light. What sets Burns' concept apart is that it's not a closed loop, but rather helical, resembling a stretched-out spring. This helical design allows for the manipulation of mass and velocity along the loop, potentially creating the thrust needed for space travel without traditional fuels. It's a fascinating application of physics that challenges conventional wisdom and opens new doors in the quest for faster and more efficient propulsion systems in space exploration. But is this really possible? While this concept is fascinating, it's definitely not going to break physics anytime soon. In practical terms, testing these theories has been a difficult journey. While some researchers claim to have observed thrust in EmDrive experiments, the amount of thrust generated was exceedingly low. This led to skepticism, with detractors suggesting that the observed thrust might have been influenced by external factors, such as seismic vibrations or the Earth's magnetic field. The debate around the EmDrive is a dichotomy between those who deem it impossible and those who continue to explore its potential, justifying their efforts with the belief that the rewards of success would be insane. Notably, NASA engineer David Burns has taken up the challenge, determined to unlock the mysteries of the EmDrive and possibly revolutionize space travel. The EmDrive has garnered significant attention and investment, primarily from DARPA, the research and development branch of the U.S. Department of Defense. This project, however, has faced numerous challenges. While some experiments have claimed to achieve thrust using the EmDrive, it remains contentious due to the low thrust values observed. Skeptics argue that these low thrusts might be artifacts of experimental conditions or measurement errors. So why is this project gaining so much attention? Because a fuelless thruster would be a boon to human exploration of the cosmos, near and far, thus changing the course of human knowledge and discourse. The EmDrive is like a big experiment to see if we can travel through space in a completely new way. It challenges what we thought were the rules of physics. People are excited about it, but it's not clear if it will really work or if it's just a cool idea that won't become a reality.